Sweet champagne, with green beer on it.
Hi. My name is Lynn. My ex thought that was short for linoleum. You know, he thought that if he laid me right, he could walk all over me. So I'm from West Virginia. And no, I'm not married to my brother. We're divorced. And I do have all my own teeth. Well, they will be mine in 3 more payments. And I do watch NASCAR, you know, the non-athletic sport centered around rednecks. I'm not really a NASCAR fan, but I have to watch it. It's in the redneck bylaws. So I'm single, so I have a cat. I'm actually allergic to cats, but you know, I have to have one. It's in the single woman bylaws. So I went to the store the other day to get some food for my cat, and as I'm checking out, the clerk is being so obnoxious. I mean, he's just making comments about everything that I'm purchasing. And finally looks at me, he's like, well, how many cats do you have? That's an awful lot of cat food. I said, only one, but she's got an eating disorder. Don't judge her, she'll go back to cutting herself. Ew, I'm so fat. Ew, this rhinestone bright necklace makes me look fat. So my cat's name is Mai Tai. And so the other night she didn't come home. So 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm out looking for my cat. I'm walking up and down the street, screaming, Mai Tai, Mai Tai. So my neighbor, he opens the window, he's like, go home, the bars are closed. So it's really tough being single. You know, you really find out what your friends think about you by who they set you up with on a blind date with. Apparently my friends don't think very highly of me. They seem to think the perfect man for me is a cross between Danny DeVito and Shrek. But, you know, I don't give up. When I'm set up on these blind dates, I go, and I'm still a trooper. You know, I always like to, when I'm going on a blind date, I like to make sure that I get there early so I can get me a seat with my back against the wall. No, I'm not Italian, but I like to have my back against the wall because I just can't suck in my back fat. So, you know, dating's a lot harder for women than for men. You know, there's a lot more rules for women. We don't know what we're getting and stuff. And so, for one thing, if you like a guy and you really want the relationship to work, you have to wait a little longer before you get a home run because you don't want him to know that you're a tramp. And so I started dating this new guy, and he was great. I thought that he was the one. He was big, bald, beautiful. And so I'm waiting. You know, it's like, okay, I'm going to make this work. You know, I don't want him to know too much about me yet. So I wait my 6 weeks that's required. And finally, the night comes. I'm going to make a home run. I'm so excited. And so we're really getting into it. We're kissing and tearing each other's clothes off. And I take off his pants, and I'm like, is it shy? It's a little cold in here. It's okay, you know, be a trooper, go in there and do your duty and make the best of this. So I go in there and I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I just can't do this. I felt like a pedophile. I'm not a priest. Yes, I was. But what I am is actually I'm an ER nurse. And yeah, that's a great job. You know, somebody comes into my job, I take them into a room, I strip them naked, and I poke and prod them with sharp objects. I'm like a dominatrix in Scrubs. So I had this guy come in the other day, and he'd had a candle injury. So he comes in. He had a romantic evening all planned out with wine and candlelight, and he had a little accident, and he accidentally tripped and fell, and the candle accidentally went into his rectum. So he couldn't get it out. So he came in, and I said, okay, let me see what we got here. So I go in, and I take a look. And it looked like one of those Buckeyes. Those candies that are chocolate with the peanut butter center? I said, okay, I'll be right back because I'm going to need a little more equipment than I came in here with. So I go in, I get the long gloves, I get the vat of lube, I get the miner's hat with the light on it. I told my coworker, I said, okay, if I'm not back in 3 hours, send in reinforcements. I might have gotten sucked in there. I had this other guy come in, and he was totally drunk, totally wasted, out of his mind, and he looks at me and he says, oh, you're so beautiful. Can I give you an orgasm? I said, probably not. Thank you, people. That's my time.